guys, I just had to make this quick video to say I just finished Jenna's book, Choosing Glee, and I just loved it. There's really no words that I can use to express, sorry, what this book has done. Um, I was not able to get it the first day it came out, but I believe I got it. I ordered, I was, well, when I first went out to the store, I thought that, that I was going to be able to really find it anywhere. So I went to Walmart, I went to Target, and I checked out their magazine and books, but I did not find it there. And I can tell you I was really disappointed because I wanted to read it so bad. But then I realized it was going to be like at bookstores, like at books in Barnes and Nobles and Borders and Books A Million, if you guys have one of those. I'm a member of the Books A Million Club, so I get a discount. I went home as soon as I could, and I didn't even go to my computer. I had to go to my iPad and order it that way. And and then there was a problem with me logging in, so I just got really frustrated. And I ended up ordering it while my family was inside a grocery store. I stayed in the car because I had to get it done, and I ordered it off of my phone. So I was really anxious to get this book, and it did not disappoint. It just made me feel so good. I didn't stop, honestly. I couldn't put it down. As soon as it came, I had to open it up. I had to look at it. I would take it with me wherever I go. I put it in my purse. I left it in the car. When I was going somewhere, I took it to my grandma's when I took it there. And I finally finished it today. So I'd say maybe I like to say I finished it quicker, but sometimes I did have to put it down when I had to do work or other obligations. But I like to say maybe just 3 days. 3 days tops. And I know a lot of people read faster than that, but again, I did have to eventually stop at some points. But the point of this video, now I'm just starting to blab, is that I'm so proud of Jenna. I wish she had done a project like this sooner, but I do know that it takes time. And if she ever sees this video, or anyone who else is a really great, big fan of Jenna, then you should be so proud of her because you can tell she put her heart and her soul into this book. I could not put it down. Here it is. It instantly enticed me as soon as I saw the cover. I just thought it was really inspiring, and I love colorful things. When I first opened up, it was another yellow page. It was just very enticing. 10 Rules to Finding Inspiration, Happiness, and the Real You. I'm going to admit, I've read several books like that before, and look at that adorable picture. She looks so cute. But I was going to say that I've read other books like this before, or ones that claim to have that message. And I just found it all quite cliche. And I didn't know if I'd really be able to get into stuff like that. But I think if it's written well, and if it's by someone who's passionate about it, then it can really turn out beautiful. And that's exactly what Jenna's book came out. Now, this is kind of a little bit of a spoiler, so if you haven't read it all the way through, then I guess you should go ahead and turn off the video now. But I definitely recommend it to anyone, even if you're not a fan of Glee. If you have no idea who Jenna Auschwitz is, I still recommend picking this up. I don't think it really has an age limit. I think we all go through stresses in our life, and we all feel that either we're alone, and we know that we're not alone, but there's just this thing in our head that says, oh my God, we're not going to make it out of this. We're at this point where we feel like no one understands what I'm going through. I really want to do this. There's so many things that I want to do in life, but there's always one thing that's holding me back. And after reading this book, like as soon as I started reading it, I was like, oh my God, it hit so many points. There were so many things that I was able to say I relate to. And again, I just appreciate her for writing it. But again, I said I'm going to talk about a spoiler. So if you haven't read it all the way through yet, and you don't want to know, I mean, it's not really, well, yeah, it is a spoiler, but, it's not anything I'm not going to read it word for word. But spoiler alert, so you can leave the video now if you like that. But anyway, okay, she wrote a letter to her character, Tina, towards the end of the book. And I thought that quite warming and cute. But after reading the letter, I understood it. And I thought that was something really cool to do, because as an actor or an actress, a lot of people tend to think of you as your character because that's how they feel like they know you. They watch you every day on TV, or you're in a memorable movie that really touched their hearts. And even though I know that she explained that her and Tina are different, there's a lot of similarities as well. And I would love for every character to do that. I thought it took a lot of them to do that. And so to see that she took the time to write that and to say her, and she wrote down her hopes for Tina in the future, and it was kind of a little message to her. I thought that was really cool because she was one of the original members, and to come to this point now that she's a senior, it just kind of was like a little, I'm proud of you. I know you can do this, and I just really love that. Throughout the book, you're gonna see little paragraphs or little notes that some of her cast members, some of her friends have written, and they explain what happiness means to them. I enjoyed quite a few of them. Some of my favorite ones that have stuck in my head, though, are Darren's. Well, Darren Chris, Amber Riley's. I love Diana Argonne's message. And I liked Jonathan's as well, Jonathan Groff. It was short, but I think it was straight to the point, and for him, I think that it was perfect. And that meant a lot. Let me see if I can find one of my favorite pages really quick to show you, because I know this video is getting long, and I don't want it to be any longer than it has to be. But let me see. There's several cute pictures. Some that have never been seen before, some you may have. I love this collage of her. I'm sorry. It shows a lot of her playbills and stuff that she was in there. I enjoyed those stories. I did not know that she had worked with Bill Cosby, and she had done a lot of the commercials, like Burger King and different stuff she had done before. So again, not only will this book inspire you, but you're going to learn a lot about Jenna herself. And as a fan of anyone, it's always, your mission is to just get a little closer, not in a creepy way, but just to learn a little bit about that person. And that's what I feel she did with this book. There's also a story in it of how she met Leah. You know, they met each other since they were younger. And it tells a little bit of story about how their friendship begun and stuff. And I thought that was sweet. That's a cute picture. There's so many. There's also these little exercises in it. They're kind of like heart work assignments. And as you see, I wanted to go ahead and jump in and start because I didn't think of it as homework. It's something that I really want to be involved in. Now there are a few that I haven't filled out. I bookmarked them because I am going to go back and do them. But I'm blown away, and I'm really happy. And as a person who loves to read, but I admit I have been neglecting it a little bit, this was the perfect book to just make me want to jump right back in. And I'm sorry if that sounds cheesy to you guys, but I found myself smiling. I smiled when I knew it was coming to the end. But it was also kind of a sadness because I didn't want it to end. I don't know. I just thought, like, I always wanted to know more. And I wanted to continue to keep reading. So I was sad, but it was also really sweet. Let me see. And here is the place where he tells you, make a list of 10 things you want. They can be anything from tangible, concrete things to realistic goals. Consider why you want them and what could be the result of them. As you see, I already filled out mine. Excuse my terrible handwriting, I'm sorry. And Jenna makes her list. I'm going to go ahead and read it to you. She wants to direct TV, movies, or music videos one day, an apartment in New York City. There to be a world without war or senseless violence. I definitely agree with that one. News that isn't led by a celebrity who cheated on another celebrity. Definitely. The perfect comforter for her bed, a pair of Jimmy's shoes, longer legs, lifetime supply of burritos, a personal chef, and an end to poverty, which I agree with as well. So many just great things that I relate to, and that's why I felt the need to go ahead and make this list. She also talks a lot about health and fitness, but it's not like she's preaching you have to do this. She's telling you the benefits of it, and she's putting it in her own perspective. If she was just making really long lists and just plopping words together, then maybe I don't think most people they might have looked at the book differently. But she just went straight in. She gave her opinions, her thoughts, great tips, and she also put herself into it and after she did this, what it has done for her and how it benefited her. And again, I don't think there's really much more to say, but that it's a great read. You're going to get to learn a lot about Jenna that you probably didn't know before, and it'll give you, I think, a lot of motivation in your life, in different aspects of your life. But overall, I just love it, and if you love Glee, you have to get it. Even if you hate the show, please do not base the show on this book, because it's not just about that. When she says choosing Glee, she means choosing happiness. But I'm just saying, if you are a fan of Julie, please go out and support her. If you're not, take a chance. I really think you're going to enjoy this book. Another picture I want to share. I love this picture. It's Corey, Mark, Amber, Chris, Jenna, Kevin, Leah, and Diana, and it's when they're at the World Series. This is the last picture of how it ends. For that, and then she has a lot of other, collages of pictures. And this was one of my favorite episodes. I remember it because it was the Super Bowl and everybody was so excited for that game. And I think everybody on Twitter was like, I just want to watch Glee. And it ended up being a really cool episode. And that's how it ends. She even has a little invitation here. I'm going to read that really quick, and then I'm going to probably end the video. You're a I forgot a spoiler. I'm sorry, guys. But you're cordially invited to join me, Jenna Auschwitz, in Choosing Glee. Choose to laugh, grow, blossom, breakdance. Yodel, yarn, break free. Break the rules. Love, learn, rise up, shout out. Do whatever brings you happiness, success, aspiration, all the days in your life. See, and that's the conclusion. More pictures. That is her letter to Tina, like I told you guys earlier, if you haven't turned off the video. But again, I'm not going to read it because I'm going to let you read it for yourself. Alright, that's it, you guys. I really hope that you pick up this book. It's a chance you just have to take. It's incredible. Again, here's the cover. Choosing Glee. 10 Rules to Finding Inspiration, Happiness, and the Real You by Jenna Auschwitz and Cheryl Burke.